Okay, I'm going to stop for a second and tell you what I'm actually about to do for you, which is a video, well, a series of videos on comping. There was a question on my Weebid page, give us an in-depth tutorial on left-hand comping for soloing, and I can't really do that in one video, so I'm going to try to break this up into a couple. So the first, very simple one is left-hand comping in the, essentially using 4 notes, and let's start from the beginning. So we're in B flat. I'm doing rhythm changes, so 1, 6, 2, 5, etc., etc., etc. Really, once you get the 1, 6, 2, 5, you'll have a lot of things that you need to have already. So let's look at the 1, and let's just show how we get there, and then I'm going to give you some shortcuts to get to the next chords. So to get to our comping for the 1, we want to just look at our chord tones. We've gone through this in other videos, but you have your basic triad, right? You have your 7th, you have your 9. And then if you keep going up, you can have your sharp 11, and you can have your 13. And then you're back to the 1 if you keep going up in thirds. So that's as many notes as you can have in a given comping, and you get to pick which ones you want to denote the color of the chord. My favorite go-to for B-flat major is this, which has your 3, your 6, your 7, and your 9. Okay? And the 6 is actually the 13 drawn down if you go, it's that note, that G taken down an octave, and then other than that, everything is just in its right place. 3, 7, and 9 with the 13 there. So if your bass player is playing that, you're golden, just using this comping pattern. Now your next chord is G7, and you'll have to transpose this, by the way. So learn it in this key, learn it in B flat, transpose to the next key and the next key, do it in B and C, C sharp, etc., etc. So that's your 6th chord, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and a sort of sharp 11 you could have, and 13 if you wanted to. Any one of those would work. So what I would start with would be like, well, yeah, where I end up is if I do, I end up here. So I'm going to give you a shortcut. I'm not going to explain all the steps to get there. If you really need an in-depth video on how this chord is structured, ask me and I'll dig in a little bit more. But I'm just going to tell you the sort of end result here, because it's not that hard to use. You have your 7, right? 'Cause you're in G. Your 7. Now, this is something I love. I just love that crunch there because it gives you your 3, but you're also using, this is the sharp 9. And the reason that's the sharp 9 is because if this was your 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, sharp 9, that's how you get it, and then down an octave. Place it next to the 3, you get that nice little crunch there, right? This is the 5. The 5 goes up to the sharp 5. And that's great with the A flat minor with major 6 and 7 superimposed. Okay, so that's your 1, 6. Then your 2, that's just 3, 5, 7, 9. And then your 5, which is 7, 9, 3, 13. Again, I'm not going to go through the whole mathematics of it, but those are the ones that I like to use. And you could also make that the same color as your 6 if you wanted to, giving the 7 sharp 9, 3, and sharp 5. And what that ends up being is this. And if you can get that in every key, let's see if I can do it in B. I've been not, this is COVID era. I don't know how long this video will last up there, but if I try to do that in B, it would be like, right? Okay, so not that rusty. Rusty, but not that rusty. But so get it in all the keys, or if you were C, and so going back to the B flat here. You don't have to do the super crunchy 5 chord. You could just do your regular 5. So So all I did was take iterations of that 1, 1, 6, 2, 5, and moved it around. Now I'll quickly go into the more. There are other chords here. I'll just show you those real quickly. So 1, 6. I'm not even gonna solo my right hand. And if you wanted to go to the 3, that's just your 3 is your D. So 3, 5, 7, 9, right? To 6, same 6 as before. 2, 5, same 5 as before. And then you want to do your 2, 5 to the 4, right? So F minor to B flat 7. And this is F minor because it's just 3, 9. I'm sorry, that's not the 3. I swear I'm a pianist. 7, 9, 3, 5, right? And then that is now your B flat 7, so that's your B flat, so 3, 13, 7, 9, and you could also color it differently by giving it the sharp 5 and the sharp 9, or natural 13 and the sharp 9, which gives you several crunches in there, the tritone and the minor second, and you know, the beautifully ugly. And then you could do your 4 in a lot of different ways. This is the 6, so this is your 4. So 6, 9, 3, 5. And then you want to do your minor 4, which could be that, 7, 9, 3, 5, or this, which has the 3, 5, 13, and 9, right? And then you can do your... I always think about voice leading too. There's so many things to talk about here. I'm not gonna talk about all of them. You'll have to ask more questions to get more of these about little in-depth parts. But so 3, 6, 2, 5. So that gives all of it. So Now when you go to the bridge, I'm doing like an A minor, and you can, I really love this A minor. Herbie does this a lot, where it's like you crunch the 1 in there a little bit, even if the bass player is playing the 1, if you're 7, 1, 9, 3, 5, something like that, right? This is now so it's a 2, 5, 1 to G, but then the G becomes a sus. And I'm not going to explain all of these, but you can see, my hands are there. You can stop the YouTube video or download it with one of those keep vid things and just pause it. I think there's apps to slow down YouTube videos too. But, so yeah, A minor, D7 to G sus, to G7, G minor, C something. It's C7 with a sharp 11, and then 2, 5 back to your 1. I'll get into the more complicated stuff in another video. I'm not going to do it now. Hope that was helpful. Thank you.